sharing with you in this video how to stop believing in self-doubt and take action anyways towards your goals and dreams. Because the truth is that no matter what you decide to create in your life, you're going to feel self-doubt. Self-doubt, resistance, negativity, not wanting to do it, not feeling like it. All of these things are a normal part of creating your desires. And I think that people forget this. I think that they can neglect this. And they somehow think that things are just going to be perfect. And I think that we need to remember that it's because it's normal, we can expect it and then anticipate it. And then in that sense, it's going to be so much easier for us to create what we want. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to do this. So the first thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to actually do this is to just really start off by asking you a question. And that question is, what will happen if you believe in self-doubt? So if you do believe in this thing that we're going to call self-doubt, what's going to be the result of that? So are you okay with that result? See, a lot of the times I think that we kind of go through our life and we just don't think about what the result is going to be if we believe in the fear. Because in every single moment, you really have two options in your life. You have the option to believe in the old reality and believe in the old version of yourself that you used to be, or you have an option to believe in continually taking action towards the intention that you set for yourself, that you choose for yourself, that you decide on that you're going to be this person now. And a lot of times what happens is that people get motivated, they get excited, and they get overly emotional, maybe for a few days, maybe even for a few weeks about their new intention. But then somewhere along the line, they get tired, they get unmotivated, they get resistance coming up and they don't want to do it, they don't feel like it. And then they just simply go back. They just simply go back. They don't continue on with this, this feeling of motivation that started off at the beginning. And so that's a really big shame, because what's happening is that people are basing their success on how motivated they feel. And the truth is that it should never be based upon a foundation of how motivated you feel. It should be on, are you really at that point where you're truly not okay with the result of believing in the fear? Because if you're not okay with believing in the fear and the result that comes up from that, you're absolutely going to make a change. If people reach the pain threshold of the old reality and they no longer can tolerate the old reality, they will absolutely make a change. And my claim here is that the only reason why a person doesn't take action towards a new version of themselves is that if they still believe that the old version of themselves is still serving them somehow. You wouldn't be taking action towards something if you didn't value it or believe that it's serving you in some way. So if you're still taking action towards something on a consistent basis, you value it. There's no other way to put it. You definitely value it. You can try to use your words to prove to yourself and possibly even to other people that you don't value it, but it's not going to be true because your actions are going to be speaking louder than any words that you could be uttering out of your mouth. Nobody's going to be really interested in hearing what you have to say if your actions are misaligned with what it is that you're saying. So really just, I would invite and encourage you to ponder upon this possibility. What would happen if you believe in the doubt? Are you truly okay with that? And if you're not, I would invite and encourage you to use that answer as motivation to stop believing it and to take action anyway towards whatever it is that you want to do. So the second thing that I want to share with you in this video is to understand that self-doubt is just another reason to take action. Like, that's all it is. It's just another reason to take action and then to prove that self-doubt wrong. Because, truthfully, you can just look at it like, is it true? Is that self-doubt actually true? Or is it just another belief? Is it just a thought pattern? Is it just an idea that you do not need to attach to? See, the problem is that we attach to the ideas. We take them at face value. We don't see self-doubt as just what it truly is, which is nothing more than an idea. An idea that's popping up in your consciousness, in your field of awareness that you don't need to necessarily believe in. So really, whenever you feel self-doubt and you have enough spaciousness to see that that's all it is just a belief and a thought, what you can do is replace being sucked into it with just simply an action towards your highest committed intention, whatever it is that you truly care about in your life. Whatever it is that you're truly committed to, that you truly care about, replace feeling self-doubt with an action towards what you care about, with an action towards your intention. And then so what's happening is that you're going to be changing your mindset, reprogramming your subconscious almost to just take action towards the vision, to take action towards what you care about. No longer are you going to be allowing the past to define who you are and to make you feel resistance much longer than necessary. So you might feel resistance, but you don't allow it to linger longer than necessary. Maybe it's necessary for it to come up, for you to learn something that you no longer need to be attached to so that you can move on to something else. But what happens is that we resist the resistance and we judge ourselves for our past, recreating the same thing over and over and over, not allowing us to really be the person that we want to be. So I invite and encourage you just to see self-doubt as, once again, when this happens, well, what does it mean? It means whatever you want it to mean. So if you decide that it simply means you take action, then that's exactly what it's going to mean. If somebody feels self-doubt and then they tell themselves that that means that they shouldn't take action, that's the experience that they're going to quite literally create for themselves through their own belief. Now, if another person sees self-doubt as just a reason as to why they should take action and why they should keep going, they're going to create that experience for themselves as well. So ultimately, the perception that you have about your challenges, in terms of, are you going to see them as an opportunity to grow, or are you going to see them as a reason in terms of why you should stop taking action? Depending on how you choose to see it, you're going to get a different result. So really, ultimately, the way that you see a situation has the ability to change the situation. So if you can see a situation in a different way, you can change the situation in a different way, in a way that you couldn't have had you not seen that situation in that way. So if you choose to be open-minded to see situations as opportunities, that can be the catalyst to create an opportunity that maybe you didn't see before. Because opportunities are always there, but a lot of times we simply can't see them because we're not looking for them. Now, the third and final thing that I want to share with you in this video is to understand that really this whole process, I think, is about reprogramming self-doubt to really be a good thing. You know, it shouldn't be where like it's this bad thing. Really, it is just showing you where you need to improve. Like, that's all it is. Self-doubt is just showing you your sticking points. It's showing you where, again, you can take action, and you're reprogramming self-doubt to be a good thing. So rather than seeing self-doubt as a negative thing, that why is this happening to me, this shouldn't be happening to me, you just simply use it as a cue to take action. It's a good thing. It's a cue to learn more about yourself. So really, I invite and encourage you to see self-doubt as not a bad thing, not why is this happening to me, be a victim, complain about it, resist the resistance, judge yourself for it, feel guilt, feel shame for whatever is coming up. See, all of these things are only further reinforcing whatever it is that you don't want in your life. So whatever it is that you don't care about in your life, that you don't want, that you don't prefer, resisting it and feeling guilty about it and feeling shameful about it and complaining about it and gossiping about it and all these type of things are not conducive to the solution. None of these things are conducive to you being who you want to be, you stepping into the identity that you prefer for yourself, and to be the person that you actually want. So I invite and encourage you to really see self-doubt as a good thing. A thing that's assisting you towards your goal. Because remember this, just to conclude the video, just think about it like this. If there's no contrast between what is good and what is bad, and what you want and what you don't want, then where is going to be the differentiating factor between what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing? Because if there's no line and clear distinctive factor between what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, then really you're just going to do whatever you want, and there's not going to be any rules, any boundaries. And I think that this is a recipe for chaos, a recipe for too much distress, too much chaos, too much random things happening with no structure. So if you want structure, if you want consistency, if you want to be the person that does align their action with who they say they're going to be, with their intentions, with what it is that you say you care about, with your values, you want to start to see negativity as normal, self-doubt as normal. First of all, it's expected to happen. When it happens, don't see it as a problem. See it as just simply an opportunity to improve. Rather than seeing it as an issue, see it as an opportunity to become something more. See, most people, when they see self-doubt, they see it as a problem, they become a victim, and they see it as, why is this happening to me? You're going to see self-doubt and you're going to say, you know what? This is an opportunity to grow. This is an opportunity to improve, to take action towards something, to learn about my sticking points, to see where am I going wrong, to see where can I be a better person and where can I stop repeating the same mistakes. And if you do this, I'm not promising that you're going to remove all self-doubt from your life, but I'm going to pretty much give you a high probability that that's going to be, a lot of it is going to be removed. And even if you do have self-doubt in your life, the difference between you and other people is that you're not going to see this self-doubt as a reason as to why you shouldn't take action. Because somebody that takes massive action in their life, I'm just going to conclude this video with this final thing. It's not that they don't feel self-doubt. It's not that a person that gets amazing achievements and amazing results in their life, that they don't feel scared and doubtful on a consistent basis. It's that they don't use that doubt as a reason in terms of why they shouldn't take action. In fact, the people that achieve the most results are probably even more scared than you are. They're probably even more scared than you, but they still take action anyway, and that's why they get results. So if you want to get results, just remember that self-doubt doesn't have anything more, it doesn't have any more meaning than whatever meaning you